Hi, I'm Andy Johnston, Vice President of Government Affairs for your Grand Rapids Chamber. As we were all reminded in 2020, decisions made at the local, state, and federal level of government have a big impact on business and our regional business climate. As this happens, your chamber team is there working to shape the policies, ideas, and opportunities to support a vibrant business climate, economic growth, and advance our member-driven priorities. So what are our members saying right now, and what priorities have they set for us in 2021? Well, the results of the West Michigan Business Advocacy Survey are in. More than 700 members responded, 78% of them being small or mid-sized businesses. The top 3 issues that came out of the survey were no surprise: COVID relief and recovery, addressing talent needs, and healthcare affordability. The most surprising result that we saw from the survey was that 70% of respondents said that the business climate was favorable. This was a big drop from last year, where 94% of respondents said the business climate was favorable. This is no doubt related to the public health measures and business restrictions put in place to beat the pandemic. We are focused on working with local, regional, and state partners to get this perception back on track. We must strive to be the best place to start and run a business in 2021. To accomplish this goal, we're going to be working to advance our legislative priorities. But before we talk about a few of them, I just want you to know that these priorities are set by hundreds of chamber members, starting with our issue committees like our Transportation Committee, Environmental Affairs Committee, Education and Workforce Development Committee, and then those priorities go to our Public Policy Council, Executive Committee, and then are finally approved by our Board of Directors. Our legislative priorities cover many topics, from road funding to healthcare. So here are just 4 we're focused on at the beginning of 2021. First, COVID relief and recovery. On that agenda, we mean property tax deferment to severely impacted businesses. The governor has vetoed this legislation twice, but we are not giving up. This is a real issue of fairness. Severely impacted businesses should not be required to pay penalties and fees for property taxes they can't afford to pay because they've been shut down. Secondly, this means regulatory flexibility and compliance to support businesses operating safely. Third, and perhaps most importantly, vaccine distribution. This must go faster, and we need our state legislators and state leaders to help ensure that this is getting done, as it's the best way to get us past this pandemic. And finally, we want to work to make this the best place to do business, and that means that we need to look at licensing, fees, and other cash flow support to keep our businesses going and help new ones start in 2021 or restart. A second top policy priority for us is fixing the unemployment system. We need to work to prevent unemployment tax increases on businesses, and we need to address the fraud that took place last year to ensure that these employer funds are being spent legally and effectively. Third, when it comes to fixing the unemployment system, we need to improve work search requirements so that we can better connect unemployed workers with the many new opportunities that exist in the marketplace. A third top priority for us is talent. When it comes to K-12 education, we are calling on the state legislature and governor to look at A through F grading and testing to make sure that achievement for our students is on track and heading in the right direction, and we cannot do that without the data that this helps to provide. Also for talent, childcare. We must work to create an environment where childcare is more accessible and affordable to get people back into the workforce and improve productivity. Criminal justice reform remains a top talent issue. We need to continue to remove barriers for returning citizens to connect them with the many opportunities that exist in the marketplace. And finally, the Going Pro Fund. This has been an incredibly effective program, very helpful at upskilling workers and helping companies. In 2021, we need to see that this program is doubled down on and continues. And finally, housing. We have a severe shortage of housing supply in West Michigan, and if we don't address it, it's going to hold us back. A recent study that we did shows that Kent County needs 22,000 more housing units just to keep pace. And in response, we're prepping a legislative package to help address some key issues with housing supply. One is new and expanded tax credits and funding mechanisms to support workforce housing. And also we are looking at improving the regulatory environment and other administrative actions to make it easier to create more supply. To get these priorities accomplished, Chamber staff will work across party lines with policymakers to shape good public policy and get results for you. As a member, you have a team of experienced lobbyists working for you. Whether advancing key priorities or cutting through government red tape, we can help you navigate the policy landscape. Our team also stands ready to provide you with direct support for your specific issues facing your business. Think of us as an extension of your team, solving issues that impact how you do business and allowing you the time to focus on what matters most to you, running your business. Our team is here for you. Please let us know how we can help, and thank you for your investment in the Grand Rapids Chamber.